everybody, it is Kylie with Grow It Kylie. Welcome back to another video. As you can see from the title, this video is for the overthinkers. I'm going to start this video by saying this video is here to help you understand why you may overthink and also to help you stop overthinking, right? But I know for a lot of overthinkers like me, because I understand that whole process, you have to actually understand things in order for you to maybe stop doing them, or you have to have a little bit more context or knowledge about what exactly is triggering this overthinking so that you can stop doing it and actually be a little bit more patient with yourself. Because I know a lot of the times when people tell us stop overthinking, we're like, it's just genuinely how my brain works. But I'm here to tell you today why your brain works the way that it does. Also including the Most High in the mix, so that we can actually grow spiritually rather than trying to control everything, because that's what overthinkers do. So if you didn't catch it from like literally 2 seconds ago me talking, I have overthought before. I think I've been doing it all my life. And I'm coming out of that stage where I have to feel like I have to know everything. I have to be prepared for everything. I need to think so that I can avoid things. I am out of that stage. I'm growing out of that stage because the Most High, through my parents, through just life, has showed me that overthinking does not help any situation. Doesn't matter how much you think, things still don't go the way that you imagine them to. And also that overthinking is a form of having doubt in God and lacking faith. And I know as someone who's a follower of God, I'm talking to you, you do not want to lack faith in the Most High. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, why you may overthink. You overthink because you want to avoid pain and problems. Something that I recognize about myself is that I think so much into things because I don't want problems, nor do I want to be hurt. But what I didn't realize is that overthinking is hurting my present. It is hurting me right now. So while I'm sitting here thinking about something that's coming up or something in the future, overthinking about it, trying to figure out every avenue and problem that could arise so I can solve it before it ever has happened, or if it will happen at all, I'm hurting my now. I'm wrecking my brain now. I'm stressing out now, being anxious right now, and that thing hasn't even happened yet. Something that my parents told me was that you're stressing out about something that, one, is not even nearby, certain situations, not even nearby, and also you may be entirely prepared for when you get there, or even it's not as bad as you are thinking about. You're preparing for all these things that didn't happen yet. I was also reading a book called The Art of Letting Go, and it said you're trying to solve problems that never happened. You're trying to solve problems that haven't even taken place. So overthinking kills you in the now. It makes you anxious, anxietyful. It makes you fearful even, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to avoid pain and problems, so you're overthinking everything, and it's making you and it's coming from a place of fear, not wanting to be hurt, not wanting to run into issues, not wanting to, just be lost or confused. Because I know people who overthink typically are the ones that are the high achievers in life, the perfectionists, the ones who always have to be in control. Listen, I'm speaking from experience, retired overthinker over here. But you don't want that because you're so used to being on top of your stuff. You're so used to being able to handle your stuff. And when it comes to things that you are completely knowledgeable about, you ask all these questions, even questions that the average person wouldn't ask, because you truly don't want to run into issues or problems that you see happen. You see an event, you see, a situation that you are possibly looking to get into, or an opportunity, and you're looking at people who are in the situation or in whatever you're looking towards, and you're like, okay, I don't think I'm going to want to deal with that. So how do I prevent that from happening? How do I deal with this? What exactly can I do? What if this? What if that? That what if term is when you know that you've already messed up. What if this happens? Well, what if? Well, how often? All these questions for something that, one, isn't even nearby, or two, may not actually happen to you. So when it comes to overthinking, that's the first thing I want to mention, is that you are trying to avoid pain and problems. You are trying to master or somehow hack life and make your life perfect and peaceful. But what you need to realize is life is never going to look like that. I know you know it because it's said all the time, social media, through relatives, through everyone. Life isn't fair. Life is not fair. Life is also not ever going to be perfect. Life is not easy. Life is hard. But you as overthinking You as an overthinker are trying to think your way into getting yourself in a position where life doesn't have to be hard. Life is going to be perfect for you. Life is going to be peaceful for you. And yeah, maybe if you were living in this world and for this world and you sold your soul and did something crazy, but as a follower of God, you have to understand if Christ is in you, you have to suffer like Christ did. So you can't avoid suffering and you can't think your way out of that. You're still going to go through that suffering, and you're also going to suffer in your present because you're overthinking about suffering. You're going to suffer in life. Things are going to be hard. And like my mom always says, life is already hard. Don't make it harder for yourself by trying to think your way through things that didn't happen yet. You have to learn how to be present. But going back to what I was saying just about how you're trying to master life and hack it, listen, I know all things are possible with God, but life is life. And life does what life does. We are living in a very messed up world. Ever since the fall of Adam and Eve, the demons that are running around here are heavy. They're ready to attack. So life is always going to be difficult. Whether it's situations, jobs, work, school. I know jobs and work are the same thing. Careers, anything new that you're getting into. People. And I know you're like, yeah, I can work hard and get through it. But sometimes it's not about the hard work. It's just that that's what life brings. And there's some things that you won't be able to handle alone. And you have to understand that. You can't think your way through that. You just have to have faith. And that's what I was talking about in the beginning of the video when I said overthinking is a form of lack of faith. Because if you're trying to think your way through this, that means you don't believe that you can get through it. You don't believe that the Most High can help you, clearly. If you're trying to think. What if this? What if that? How about we actually cross that bridge when we get there? How about we deal with those issues when we get there? We prepare the best that we can, but we're not going to stress ourselves out in the present and burn ourselves out in the present and make ourselves anxiety full in the present for something that we don't even know is going to happen or not. Or also, it may not even be that bad when we get there. So we cannot allow this overthinking to take over our present in such a way that we are miserable folks. You cannot hack life. Life is always going to be difficult. It's always going to be hard. The best that you can do is what I'm about to tell you. In any season that you're in life, anything that you're getting into, you're doing, you're already in, you're coming out of, no matter what it is, there's some simple things that you have to do to make sure that you are in the right place according to God. And that is keeping the commandments according to Ecclesiastes 12:13. That is loving God with all thy heart, soul, and mind, and loving thy neighbor. Sin not. That is all that you can do. But you cannot overthink about your whole entire life. Because there's no way you can think yourself into a place of peace, a place of perfection, trying to make your life everything that you imagine it to be. Yes, you can do that, but you can't overthink your way into getting there. And also, you have to have faith in God that maybe even some of the things that you're thinking about are not even going to happen, you know? The Most High has a plan. You have to really, for the overthinkers, you have to stop trying to figure it all out by yourself. Stop trying to figure it out at all. Allow the Most High to guide you every day. Keep the commandments, love thy neighbor, stop sinning, do what you enjoy doing, do what you have to do, because, you know, maybe a situation that you're in requires you to do something that you got to do. And walk in the Spirit. Produce those fruits of the Spirit, the love, the joy, the peace, the gentleness, and the meekness. Grow. Read your word. Learn more about the Most High and his character. Know who you're serving. Pray unto him. Ask him genuinely and wholeheartedly for whatever your request is. All those things that you're thinking about, lay it at his feet and leave it alone. You have to learn how to have true faith. The faith that doesn't allow you to overthink, because the Most High has got your back, right? The Most High has a plan. He knows the plans he has for you, the plans to prosper you and not to harm you. And where the Most High is going to put you is where exactly you're meant to be. It's exactly where you're meant to be. And yes, and every part of life comes with some type of suffering or hurt or issues, and we don't want to go through it. But Christ went through it, and we're no better than Christ. We are not better than Christ. If Christ went through it, we're definitely going to go through it. But the sufferings that we go through now are nothing compared to the glory which we will receive, which we will have at the end of all of this. So I say all that to say overthinking is a no-no. It is not funny, okay? We're getting too old for this. We gotta mature spiritually. I know it sounds cute. Oh yeah, I thought of everything. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. And then something happens and it's like, I did not expect this. But the truth about life that I've been learning lately is that there's no amount of thought or hard work you can put into something. Things are just going to happen. And that doesn't mean your hard work was wasted. It just means that life had different plans, and it's time for you to depend and trust on the Most High, and that He is going to get you through whatever it is. And that's the beauty of life I'm finding now, is that it's just really out of our hands. It is really out of our hands, especially as a follower of God. It's really out of your hands. You're here as a child of God to do God's will. And sometimes God's will looks different than what you've imagined. But you can't sit there and try to think and prevent yourself from everything. Now, there's some times where you literally have to be wise. But overthinking and wisdom are not the same thing. Overthinking is straight from hell. That is from the devil. Because it messes with your mental state in the present. It makes you feel horrible. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it works out. But on a larger scale and stuff that's really big, even especially in your walk with God, you know, getting like big events, getting baptized, you know, entering a new ministry, getting married, having children, you know, going into this new career that, you know, the Most High has guided you into. When the Most High is guiding you, you can't overthink things. You really just have to breathe. And I want to say go with the flow, but actually grow in the flow. Life is going to always go up and down like a roller coaster, but you just have to be there for the ride. Hold on to faith. Sin not. Be righteous. Do what the Most High has commanded you to do, which is keep His commandments, and everything will fall into place. And I know, as for an overthinker, that sounds like very uncertain. But yeah, that's what faith is. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. You have a desire within your heart that you're thinking a lot about, and you're trying to like figure out how to get it done and how to like make it happen. Give it to God, and if it's His will, it will happen. Simple. And the amount of peace that you have, no matter what's going on, is indescribable. Stop overthinking. Cut it out. We're done with that. Okay? So that is all for today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, for all the overthinkers out there, I've been one pretty much all my life up until this point. And as much as sometimes I felt like it's helped me, maybe, somehow, there's a lot of damage it has done to me. And to eventually, and even those around me. So let's not overthink. Let's not overthink things. Let's not do all the racking our brain and asking all the questions. Have faith. If you're doing everything in alignment to the Most High, where you are right now, it's going to show if you're meant to be there. Truly. It's going to show. But you have to have faith in the fact that the Most High will guide you and have you where you're meant to be. And also, like, He's got your back 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000%. He didn't put us here to suffer, He didn't put us here to suffer for no reason. I'll say it like that. We're here to suffer for righteousness' sake, in Christ's name, and then we will glory with Christ at the end. But you have to believe that, you got to know that, you got to live that, and you got to fight against that overthinking spirit when it comes around. And remember that, no, I trust in God. He won't fail. I don't need to think about all the what ifs and da-da-da-da-da-da. And most likely, as an overthinker, you're a very mature, intelligent, passionate person. And all you want to do is really live life peacefully. But I'm telling you, this is how you live life peacefully. With faith in God. With obedience to the Most High. It frees you in a way that nothing else can ever free you. This is the living life. Because of Christ's sacrifice, we live life more abundantly than anyone else. Because we acknowledge that, we accept that, we believe in on Him. We actually have so much freedom and are really tapped into who we are. So stop overthinking it and just be. Just relax and breathe. You got it. I promise you, you do. Go to the Most High in prayer. Lay everything that you're concerned about at his feet. You know, confess your sins, repent, go back out into life, do your thing, smile, have joy, and stop worrying so much. Okay? So that is everything I had to say for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and share this to all the overthinkers out there, because whew, we need to cut this overthinking thing down immediately. And that is all. I have all my information in the description. So I have an email list that I just released where we're going to be doing weekly encouragement videos, free ebooks for you guys. And I'll probably write one on overthinking too. But yes, that's a free email list. It is going to be, the link is going to be in the description. It's going to be my bio site. So you're just 2 seconds, name, email, done. And then also my ebook Grow is available for purchase. It has been for the past like a month and a half or whatever, but I dropped the price from $50 to $29.99. So it's on my website. That book is about growing in righteousness, obedience, and wisdom, becoming everything that you're meant to be. And soon it's going to be a physical book. But right now it's an ebook, and it's an amazing, amazing book that I really wish I would have had when I was first starting out with my walk with God. So it's everything that you need, for sure. And then, that's it. So like, comment, share, subscribe for more content, because this is what we're talking about nowadays. We're living in a time where we really need true direct encouragement on the things that we're dealing with and how to actually grow in our walks with God. And that's what I'm here to do as best as I can, Most High willing. So yeah, once again, that's it. Y'all be blessed for real, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.